Hello, everybody. I know it's kind of late, but in this video, uh, Malia, well, Velvet discusses her feelings about Malia, about some of the things that how Malia's personality, how she was behaving, and things that she witnessed happen to Malia. And I think it's worth taking a look at this just to, get an idea of some of the things that Malia went through, um, and just how, maybe Velvet felt about Malia. And she goes in and she explains how she feels, you know, very disrespected by Malia and what led up, I guess, to the fighting on the beach. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this video started, and I will also let you guys know my thoughts on this as we go. So here we go.
What it is that you have to offer it by tapping into the things you love to do. What do you love to do? And she was like, well, I like to make clothes. I like to, because from New Orleans, we like to take our clothes and shut them up and stuff like that. So she like, I like to make clothes. I like to make jewelry. I like to do this. I like to do that. And I was like, well, invest your energy in it. Instead of watching me and being like, be feeling some type of way about what I just created, tap into your creativity and create. You know what I'm saying? And have confidence in what you created, because there's no other creation like it. So she was like, all right, cool. We was all on one page. So as time went on, I kept saying that I didn't want to be in a relationship with her. Well, I always said that from the very beginning. I always said that. And so it was always like this friction. It was always friction between us since the first day. So I talked to her about her, being creative and stuff like that. Every time I did something, literally, like every time I did something, if I got dressed, if I painted, if I went outside, like whatever I did, if I did a live video, if I was talking or teaching, she would feel some type of way. She literally would feel some type of way. So as time went on, it started turning into disrespect. Like, I don't know if y'all ever been in a situation with another woman where you could feel like she's disrespecting you and she's disrespecting your space, but she's not like blatantly coming up in your face and being like, fuck you, this mine. You know what I'm saying? She like doing it underhandedly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I called energy everything she did it.
Like sneak this in a little bit, like.
Right. So I called the energy every single time. And when I called it, she came out about it. She was like, yeah, because I just feel like this and I feel like that, whatever. All of the women in company felt like I didn't deserve to be cheated, deserve to be empress, because I kept leaving and going, and they felt more obligated than me because they was down for Nature Boy and they stayed and they never left and they never did this and did that, right? Some more stuff I did. So I'm like, look, I don't give a fuck about being no chiefess. I don't give a fuck about being no empress. I said, you could do it. Mr. Boy never put anybody else in that position because he always deemed me to be, I don't even know how to say it, like, cause it sounds like it kind of sound like I'm saying better than them, and that's how people take it. Like, people take it like that. People take that I'm saying that I'm better than them, but that's not the case. It's like this. If you got 5 painters, right? If you got 5 people who paint, those painters is gonna be the best painter out of all 5 of them, but they all compete. You see what I'm saying? It's not taken away from nobody else. It's just that motherfucker really know how to paint. And so Nature Boy had deemed me to be on top of the women. Naturally, it was unspoken. This was something that I did not choose, right? So she always felt some type of way because of me leaving and stuff like that. She felt like she needed to be in that position. She felt like her and Nature Boy had more of a connection than me and him did. So as time went on, he was like, no, don't fight. At first, he was like, no, don't fight. You know what I'm saying? And I kept calling her hands because at that, I'm from New Orleans. If you're going to disrespect me and then you're going to sneak try to disrespect me, I'm going to call your hands, period. That's how I've been. I'm from New Orleans. So she was like, no, I don't want to fight. I was like, all right, cool. If you don't want to fight, don't disrespect me, because I'm not disrespecting you. I'm actually trying to be here and be, like coexist. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to coexist. So as time went on, she kept doing it. She kept doing it. She kept doing it. It got worse. So one day I was just like, I want to fight you, period. Like, that's like on period. Like, every time I see you, I want to fight you. Like, that's how I feel now because it's just mad disrespectful, like what she was doing. So Nature Boy, he was like, Malia was like, no, I don't want to fight, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, then just stop disrespecting me. And like, I just kept asking her, stop disrespecting me if you don't want to fight me. So Nature Boy was like, me and her, we had cooled down. And then we took a walk and we talked about it. And I was like, look, I'm not here to step on your toes or make you feel no type of way or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we in the same situation. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know why you got to even hold that energy with me. I'm already got a whole bunch of other issues with other women here. Like, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, nah, it's all good. I just, you know, I've been really trying to wrap my mind around the fact that but I didn't know that Nature Boy was turning her against me behind closed doors, behind my back. He was turning all the women against each other behind our back. So when we calmed down, we came back to the table and he was like, no, y'all gonna fight. Da-da-da-da. Like, we was like, we don't, like, we just talked. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just had a conversation. Like, we cool now. And he was like, no, y'all gonna fight. Da-da-da-da. So then the energy came back in her. It was like she just got possessed with the energy again right after we talked about it. So she was just sitting at the table. She was looking mad and shit like that. She wasn't saying nothing at all. She never denied fighting. She never did none of that. She was just like, yeah, I wanna fight. And I was like, fuck it then, we gonna fight then. Like, fuck it then, fuck it. You wanna fight, fuck it. After we just talked about this shit, fuck it. So we went to the crib. We got to the crib. Nature Boy put both of us in 2 separate rooms. He was in a room with Malia for like almost damn near an hour. When I tell you, a whole fucking hour. Then he came in the room by me for like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And I was in the room for like buku long. It took buku long for us to fight. Like he put us in separate rooms. He was with her for like damn near an hour, left me in there, and I was calming down at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have no, you know, I don't have no energy to fight. You know what I'm saying? If time passing by, you gotta fight in the moment when you feeling that shit. If you know what I'm saying? If time going by, you gonna calm down. So I'm calming down. While he in the other room hyping her up, I didn't even know he was hyping her up in the other room. He was like, yeah, beat her ass, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. So we fought. Then when the whole fight was over, everybody was like, oh my gosh, Bill, like, you beat her, da-da-da-da, because it seemed like Malia had won that fight, but she was super fucked up after the fact, right? And so that's when he realized that I didn't deserve whatever she was trying to give to me or whatever he had.
Okay. Hey, Lady Leo, how are you tonight? Personal Dance Party says, I wish these ladies would stop speaking these very serious things in front of their babies. Yeah, me too. She also says, her and Nature Nut. I call him Nature Freak. You call him Nature Nut. Okay, her and Nature Nut both love to hear themselves talk. Either of them ever shut up. I know. The vanity, I think it's her vanity. It's just crazy. I'm good. I'm feeling much better. I get you, Lady Leo. I'm telling you, I'm tired of hearing it too. Personal Dance Party, do they actually make money on that platform, like enough to keep them talking so much? Yeah, I think so. I think they call it beanies or beans or something is what they make.
Had provoked in her to give to me. So he was like, yeah, Malia, you ain't shit. He started gaslighting her. He started saying that she wasn't this, she wasn't that, all this extra shit. And I'm like, that ain't right. Like when behind closed doors and even on the live we did, when he made her kiss my feet and all that stuff, I was like, don't even worry about it. I'm like, just do it for the camera. I told her this. I was like, just do it for the camera. Don't even worry about it, because we both gonna get in trouble if you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, just play along with it. And she felt so bad. Like, she felt so bad. And I was like, don't feel humiliated. Like, I'm right here with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Just be with me. I was holding her hand the entire fucking live. I was there with her the entire fucking live. Like, after the fight, I made sure she had everything she needed after the fight. You know what I'm saying? So it was just crazy. Like, it was just crazy how he spit everything. And then literally right after the fight, he went and had sex with her to make me jealous. Like, he just went and had sex with her. But when he came back and told me, you know, how she was and stuff like that, she couldn't like really do anything. You know what I'm saying? Because we fought. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just fought. Period. And he was like making a mockery out of it, making fun of it, you know, and just saying all kind of stupid shit about it. And
Okay, do you see how Velvet is just, it's like she's talking about this like it's nothing, you know? And if you notice the ladies on the panel, look at their face. They're like, they look horrified. And Velvet just keeps going on and on and on. And it's crazy. At this point, it's crazy.
I was just like, and I've hit other people in carbonation too.
Yeah, you have.
Every time I try to escape or try to leave, they will all like some of the girls, like when I would try to leave carbonation, right? Nature Boy would be calling the women in there, and they'll come take Eliana from me. When I'm trying to leave, he'll tell her from me, he'll like, come get the baby, come get the baby. So the women will come in the room, grab the baby, you know what I'm saying, and then leave out the room with the baby, and then he'll just do whatever he's doing with me. Whether that's gaslighting me for 2 hours, hitting me for 30, you know what I'm saying, like whatever it is, he's doing it in the room. It's even been to the point where he would hit me with Eliana in my arms, and the other women would be coming in there to take the baby out of my arms. You see what I'm saying? So these women, this is what I'm saying, like my disposition with them is a little bit different from people who are looking from the inside out. I was living with these women. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was only getting close to me to get close to Nature Boy. How you think I felt? I felt like they didn't give a fuck about me or my baby. They was doing shit behind my back that I had.
I'm sorry to keep stopping this, but my thing is that I'm going to try not to yell here. She's saying that they only got close to her to get close to him. But then in other videos, you hear her say how Nature Boy always kept her away from the other girls, like she was like some kind of big goddess or something. And that she was hardly ever around the other girls. So that's kind of confusing to me. And then, hold on. She said something else too that got me. Hold on.
He'll just do whatever he's doing with me. Whether that's gaslighting me for 2 hours, hitting me for 30, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, he's doing it in the room. It's even been to the point where he would hit me with Eliana in my arms, and the other women would be coming in there to take the baby out of my arms. You see what I'm saying? So these women, this is what I'm saying, like my disposition with them is a little bit different from people who are looking from the inside out. I was living with these women. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was only getting close to me to get close to Nature Boy. How you think I felt? I felt like they didn't give a fuck about me or my baby. They was doing shit behind my back that I had no idea. You see what I'm saying? So my perspective on the situation and the issue surrounding the women is completely different from everybody looking in. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that fight happened, pretty much.
Well, I got a complete.
But I don't see how the other women were. I'm sure there's a lot of sneaky going around. You know, a lot of sneakery there. You know, because they're all probably fighting for time with him. But at the same time, it's like those women, I think they would be too scared to do anything to Eliana or to Velvet. Sorry, to Velvet. It's late to Velvet or the baby, because they're considered goddesses. So I don't think they're going to purposely, you know, in her face do anything to her in her face without Nature Boy's permission. And those girls are made to like take care of Velvet and take care of baby Eliani or whatever. And so there's just no way like they're doing anything to disrespect her unless they're given permission by Nature Boy to do that. They cook for her. They clean after her. They take care of her baby. They were doing everything for her.
Understanding of that, and yeah, that was the main question I had. That's
Yeah, I'm just not the type of woman that's gonna allow anybody to disrespect me. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how you look. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care where you from. I don't care how much of a spirit of a fighting spirit you got in you. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You not gonna respect me because I do not go around disrespecting nobody else. Period. And everybody else should carry themselves that way too. Don't let nobody disrespect you off of GP. Like just because you can. Like no, under any circumstance. Because if you let somebody disrespect you, they're gonna keep disrespecting you. They're gonna think that they could just disrespect you and want you. That's why I have to leave. I couldn't even be in the relationship. Like, I couldn't. It was too much competition, too much playing back and forth, playing both sides. It was too the women going from nigga to nigga, hopping from nigga to nigga. It was too much of getting pregnant, not knowing who the baby daddy is, but you gotta sit still with this nigga because you don't know who your baby daddy is, but you really don't want to be with him. Like, I don't got time for that. I don't got time for none of that. I told Nature Boy, you might as well have an orgy. You fucking everybody. You fuck a woman. If you have sex with a woman and then she go double back and have sex with a man and then she come back to you and have sex with you done had sex with her and the niggas. You not about to come try to have sex with me. This nigga was literally physically abusing me because I was telling him that I don't want to have sex with you. Nigga really me on occasions because I did not want to have.
If you guys could hit that like button, I would appreciate that. Hi, Alexis. Lady Leo says, she says these women, but she is one of the women. I don't understand her. This child is looking for a following, probably to start her own cult. Yeah, I think her dad even wanted her to start her own thing. Personal Dance Party says, LOL, she's not going to allow anyone to disrespect her. LOL. And then, okay. Jolanda Campbell, let me know if I said that right. She said, I'm sorry, Velvet, lying. Yo, she enjoyed Malia being humiliated. Yeah, I think so too. Because there's so many times she wanted to fight her. So, yeah.
Sex with him. Like on some real shit. This ain't no game like nigga just no, like no, this was some real shit. A lot of times I didn't want to have sex with Nature Boy because he was in a relationship with these other women and I was verbally speaking up for myself. Those women was just sitting there like, we want to have sex with you. They was waiting for me to just be like, leave. Me and those women have had conversations about them secretly wanting me to leave on occasions, but just so they can have their time with Nature Boy because they feel like I kept it from them. Like, this shit ain't right. This shit ain't right. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't right. Like, period. But yeah, that's what happened.
okay. Thank you, number 3. All right, thank y'all. You're always welcome back.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Okay.
What's number 4? Number 4 was here before number 2 and number 5. What's up?
Well, number 5 is Destination's sister.
Oh yes.
Now,
Yeah, so
I just want to let you know that I was the one that sent you that screenshot.
Exactly,
In your DM,
Shorty.
you had asked me, you couldn't see the picture or something.
The screenshot.
Yeah, I want to say that somebody under Nature Boy's picture posted about where they're living, the layout of the property, the owner of the property, and then the state police officer.
yeah, we have that already. That's not. Yeah, we got that.
I don't want to talk about that on social media.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So it's floating around.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cool. Inbox that information.
All right. Thanks.
I appreciate you.
Can you mute? No, thank you. Good night. Can you mute number 3?
Yeah. That's royalty. What's up, royalty? What's up, baby? All right. I'm gonna go with number 4 right quick because I think me and D-Fab have a whole little long conversation. Wait. So, Killer, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing? I feel like my question is going to be like a huge digression. I was going to ask about finding your purpose.
I have the number to the mental health organization. If anybody knows of anybody that is dealing with substance abuse or maybe in an abusive relationship or anything, there's a number that you can call and talk to somebody. Don't ever allow nobody to make you feel less than who you are or how you want to be treated.
Is while reading your chart, like
Finding purpose with reading the chart.
Yeah.
Let's put this out there. I want everybody to go follow. She called herself Serenity right now, but her name is Stephanie. I want everybody to go follow Stephanie on Instagram. Let me pull up her Instagram right quick. She studies astrology to T. She can help you with that question that you just had. But normally, people go to, I think they go to their North Node and they South Node and study those 2 aspects to understand what they is. But personally, I believe that when you study your whole chart, like you're gonna get a clear understanding of who you are and what you're here to do, like what type of energy you're here in the world to inject into the world, like what type of energy you're supposed to inject into the world. Needless to say, Stephanie, she can help you with that for sure. That question, because she studied how do you find your purpose, your life purpose in your birth chart. How do you figure out your generational curses in your birth chart? She studied these things. She's well versed in it, and I hope that
Faith. Number 2, can you mute up?
hold on, let me go find her right quick for you.
Yeah, I follow.
Y'all know her name?
Faith. It's Faith. It's something, I don't know. Number 2, tap on your box. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Number 4. Number 2, just tap on your box and you'll see the little microphone.
So
Okay.
So on Instagram, there you go. Her Instagram is down there. ZenLife_Faith is her Instagram. If you hit her up and ask her these questions, she'll be able to answer it better than me. And I appreciate her for that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry I couldn't answer it much more into detail, but I hope that I've given you at least a little bit of a guidance to where you should go to figure that out.
Thank you.
Okay, what's up, D-Fab?
Hey.
How are you?
Wait, hold on 1 second, Bubba. Don't bring up nobody else as of yet until you finish with D. I'm sorry, D-Fab. Go ahead.
I'm just listening because trying to just understand, because that's my little sister, and it just like crazy because she just lying. I guess trying to take up for him. She's saying she's never been abused. He never hit her.
I've been there when he choked this girl out. I'm talking about turning blue in the face.
Wow.
Had to stop choking her because she was screaming like every time. Like when somebody got your hands around your neck, right, being strangled, you trying to scream, you trying to call out for help. So every time she screamed, he going tighter and tighter, cutting off. So she turning blue in the fucking face.
Oh my God.
She's not giving up. Like she's still screaming at this point. Still blue in the face and everything, still screaming. So
Can you imagine that? Like laying there and like how are you screaming? Like how are you screaming and like being choked and then you're turning blue? I mean, can you imagine?
he gets scared. And he dragged her upstairs, lippy body and everything. Drag her upstairs, like if you have maybe like 7 steps this way, then you got a big block, and then the stairs go back up the other way, maybe like 6 or 7 more stairs. Drug her up the stairs to put her in a room to shut her up because he was choking her, and she was like just screaming. You know what I'm saying? Turning blue in the face. Done hit this girl so many times, like hit her. You know what I'm saying? So many times. That's what I seen. I seen that shit for sure. Now, other times she got.
And you seen that? That's attempted murder, and you didn't go report that?
Abused. I wasn't around because he kept me away from everybody a lot because he was physically abusing me. So I had countless of black eyes, countless of bust lips, countless of bruises on my body. So I didn't want to go in front of everybody like that. So I used to just stay back, you know what I'm saying, until I healed. So when I would be, in the back, he would, go out in the people, like to the people, and he'll be fucking with the women. Like he'll be fucking them behind my back, talking to them behind my back, trying to discipline them so that he can have control over their mind. Because, see, when he was doing stuff behind my back, dealing with the women, it was because they was angry that they wasn't able to be with him. They was angry that they wasn't able to be in a situationship with him. So Malia specifically, or Tanisha specifically, she would have outbursts. She would do crazy shit just to get his attention. She would say crazy shit just to get his attention. And that's what I've seen. That's the only thing that I've seen from her when I tell you nowhere to lie, tell you the truth. When I was over there, she was trying to get his attention all the time. Whether like she would go be with somebody else just to make him feel like she listened to what he said do, so that she can like rank up in brownie points, so that he could be like, oh yeah, she never disobeyed me, because now what he's saying online about her is that she's not the type of person to be combative. She's submissive, and you see her, she's just playing this role like, I don't know, like I don't know, like it's not the truth. It's not the truth, my nigga. Malia feels some type of way about a lot of shit.
Not now. Stop it again says she is reporting it now on a public forum. So what are you saying? I'm saying that she needs to go report it to the correct authorities. I mean, that's attempted murder. Someday that's going to happen to some girl, and she's probably, maybe she won't survive. Maybe, they can go report it on another platform and not to the right people. I don't know. But she's not reporting it to the right people, is what I'm saying.
Say nothing because she already got up one on all of the women. He don't want to see. It's about sex for him. So the one he can have sex with the best is the one that he put on that pedestal. You feel me? And at first it was me, but since I wasn't gonna give him my body no more, Malia was the next best thing. Or
she is
was
jealous.
The next best thing, and she loves it. She loved, like, the difference between me and her when I was in that situation. I couldn't stand that shit. You see how she be on social media, making all the little moves and being sexual with him and letting him eat her ass on camera. I never did that shit. Ever. This nigga had to put on revenge porn on me. He had to make me suck his dick with Sheba to make a video, to put it on online, to make me seem like, you know what I'm saying? But she loves it. She loves, and this is my own personal experience, from it. That's what I seen her do. But I have seen her, when I was there, be very upset when she don't have his attention. Be very upset. And she thrives off of the fact that she has his attention against the other women. She likes that. You know what I'm saying? She thrives off of it. So whatever she could do to keep herself up there, she'll do it. She'll be on social media sucking dick before you know it. And that's just the honest truth.
Oh my God.
Honest truth. That's honest truth. I'm not even trying to sugarcoat it. Because it is what it is. I've done seen those women, not Tanisha, but I've done seen those women play rock, paper, scissors to suck his dick.
Oh my God.
I've seen it.
But, okay, but he want to be online screaming. He ain't got no diseases.
This nigga got disease. I'm telling you for a fact. When I came home, I had sexually transmitted diseases. 3 of them. And it wasn't because I was sleeping with somebody else. I got tested before I went back to go be with him just to make sure my system was clean. Mm-hmm. So when I decided to leave, I get tested again. I could know exactly where that shit came from. Mm-hmm. 3. I got myself tested for all of them. I came back for HIV 4 times in this 1 month. I got tested 4 times.
I don't blame you.
I can show you my paperwork. My HIV came back negative every single time. The other 3 STDs that I had came back negative the other 3 times, but the first time, it was horrible. I said, I didn't even know you could have this many sexually transmitted disease at one time.
Wow.
Trichomonas, motherfucker got it for sure. You know where you get trichomonas from? Anal sex. Period. Trichomonas comes from anal sex, or from fecal matter. How you getting fecal matter on your dick? You see what I'm saying? I know that. So while she's
Ryan,
lying when she was in the hospital with fluid around her fucking heart and bacteria in her blood.
We know. Yeah.
I'm telling you, this shit is fucked up in so many ways. This is why I'm still online, bringing awareness to it. Because I can't take this shit. I'm not about to let nobody sit up there and just do whatever the fuck. Nah, like this shit ain't right. Because that's my baby daddy. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you was in my face. Tanisha was in my face, crying, talking about something.
Hey, Ryan.
What's going on?
How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
Things are moving wonderfully. I just was told you were live, and I was like, I haven't heard from her. I gotta go check on her.
I was just telling Danae earlier because she was asking about you. I said, I'm going to be calling him, but I've been feeling better lately doing the lives.
I'm glad, stuff, I'm glad you got that taken care of. That must be painful.
It's very painful. I'll tell you what. Then I had to go back on Sunday too. It was miserable. Oh my gosh. So we got Ryan tonight. Does anybody want to come up and speak with Ryan? So how have you been doing? I mean, other than
well, I mean, I'm in the middle of a dilemma with this whole situation.
Don't speak too much.
No, I'm just saying, like, more or less, most of the people in the organization will be, prosecuted because of it's smoke and gun evidence. It's already clear. But I mean, at the same time, my heart goes out to them. But I know that even in the jail system, if they end up there, which would probably happen, please keep it in prayer, because if you guys haven't heard, it went up the chain of command. So I got to go back in tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. I received a call back, and they want to bring other information. And it's moving in a way. I think that this pandemic, this curse, COVID, could be actually a blessing in disguise in this case, because if they didn't do all these loans and stuff, and that wouldn't have been. The government listen, right now the government's not worried about babies. They're not worried about fights. They're not worried about sperm. They're worried about their money that is stolen. That's what they're worried about. So you got to use your cards right, and then you get them on that, and then they're gonna sing like Whitney Houston when they get in the police station. I got the stuff that you want. I'm telling you, they're gonna be like, the thing that you need. It's
the money trail. It's the money trail. Then that is what they care about.
Right. It's you got to understand that pandemic fraud. The government, though, it's frauded out of so much money that, when they see this amount, almost close to $1 million. But the thing is, unfortunately, as methodical as these cult leaders are, his name is probably not attached to anything.
Yeah.
So that doesn't suck. What will suck is when the ones that leave sing for him are gonna sing. That's the thing that you know, and not just that, but the factual evidence and the video of him himself saying, "I sacrificed the baby." His words that we found the video.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, do you think? I don't know. Do you think they will like start singing?
mm-hmm.
Because
Let me
they're
tell you something. Let me tell you something. When you commit this type of fraud, you are flagged for life. You can't get EBT. You can't even get a damn credit card. You can't get nothing. You'll never be able to rent an apartment. You'll never be able to go to college. You'll never be able to get a loan, buy a car. Nothing. No credit. No nothing. Because you're flagged by the U.S. government. Fraud. You don't want that on your record. That's the worst.
did you see the video? I think it was yesterday, and because I've only been coming on when there's something that's popping off that I need to come on. But he was like showing all. He was like saying, "Oh, let somebody come up in here. I have all these guns." What didn't he say he was a felon? Why is he showing all these guns and everything online and threatening people? Did you see that?
To answer that question, when you know artillery, when you know weapons, they're air pistols. It's already been exposed. They're not. They're BB guns. They're BB guns he's holding because he knows that. The bow and arrow is legal in Puerto Rico. Like you can have a bow and arrow. It's like but it's an air pistol because Carmen is Falling. Who, if anyone doesn't know who that is, you should check it out on Instagram. It has been my CIA undercover girl. She's been amazing. And she's a full-time mom, husband, wife, and she has just been amazing with helping me with everything, folks. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this: when you go and say that, let's say for instance, you say that you're a gardening company or whatever, and you put a loan, SBA loan, and you put it under someone's address that you don't even know. And that person now has a lien on their home because of you with an SBA loan, not paying or whatever's going on with it. It's attached to their home. So think about that. What is the results of that? Think about that. So that's why you have to understand a lot of these women have committed some serious crimes, and especially knowing about Zolka's baby. People keep telling me, well, Velvet can't go to jail. It's called accessory after the fact. If you know about it, you didn't say nothing, you are an accessory after the fact. It's just knowledge. It's law. But people don't care about the truth. They just want to go, why are you attacking? I'm not attacking Velvet. Actually, I left Velvet 3 messages today pleading with her. I said, tomorrow is the final appointment with the FBI. And I don't want to do this. I will help you. I even offered them to pay for their attorneys. They'll get him an attorney and help her. She said she wanted to write a book. I said I'll help her, whatever she needs. She never reached out, so I don't know.
I feel like she's his right hand man, so I don't feel bad for. I'm sorry. I cannot. God gives everybody the freedom of choice.
Right.
Best or not, you choose to open the door, and I'm sorry, but I don't.
Luna B, he is. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to say in the comments, he is in the USA. Puerto Rico is the USA.
Yeah.
A lot of people are confused. Don't feel stupid. I used to think Puerto Rico was a country myself.
But you know what? Air pistols, what the heck?
Yeah, so I told Carbon to look on the gun, and she did up close. It's on her Instagram, and it shows you. It's bought at Walmart, the exact type of gun that he has. It's an air pistol. So he knows, he's methodical. He's not dumb enough to have real weapons in there. Come on now.
Yeah,
he's not
he's
dumb enough.
looking like a little gangster. I was like,
see,
okay.
Somebody mentioned this in my live tonight. They said he's always 5 steps ahead, but when you want to destroy, how did they get John Gotti? First of all, through his own words, and second, Sammy the Bull Gravano. Why they arrested Sammy? You get the little fish, then they'll get the big fish. It's the same thing, you know. These
Yeah.
girls are not gonna want to go to prison for him. Come on. Did you understand being flagged by the government is gonna your whole life is fucked? Excuse my French, but screwed.
But you see, Charles Manson's those women, how crazy they were acting there at first,
You
until
can
they.
beep that out. I apologize about the cuss. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I think you have to watch it like the first 30 or something. I don't know.
Oh, I see people on YouTube going bah, 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 all every cuss word in the world.
Who?
Just everybody, like YouTubers.
Oh, I
Shit.
know.
Oh, I just swore again. I'm sorry.
I'm like, how did they get by with that? I wonder.
He was too flat. Yeah, John Gotti was flashy too, but look at what he's doing. Look at what Nature Boy's doing right now. Exact comparison to Jonestown. They knew when the end was coming, they partied. The same thing with Koresh, he partied. Same thing with the Father Yad. These people, the same thing with the children of God. You know,
but do you think? Do you think David Koresh? Do you think that? I mean, I know. I think that was a cult, right? But I don't think those people wanted to die. I don't think they wanted to hurt anybody. I think they just wanted to do their little. I mean, whatever they were believing in, but they also believed in protecting their constitutional rights, you know, and so I kind of feel like.
Can I tell you about what really, and I talk to people like, excuse me, like that have know a lot about Waco. When the military first went in, from what I know, one of their bomb shots went off by accident. So when they did that, I think they had to make it look like, and that's why everything happened, to cover their own asses. I mean, I don't know, because David Koresh may have been like that, but he was peaceful.
Yeah,
he wasn't trying to wage war on anyone. He was just like a weird, peaceful dude. Like, he looked like the art teacher from Beavis and Butthead. That's whenever I see that, it reminds me of David Koresh.
And he was inviting them in and saying, you know, come and look, and he even went to the door and said, or told everybody, you know what, we're gonna like handle this thing by talking. Let's just talk it out and not, you know. And I had this sick feeling like what happened to them people, it wasn't right. It was not right.
That's what I'm trying to get through to Nature Boy right now.
Yeah.
I'm still giving him the chance. But like, people don't understand that it's what's said is said and what's done is done. It hasn't, man. It's because I just know, like, when I look at him, there's a part of me that has sympathy, which is crazy. Because I know what was done to him.
Yeah.
You know, and it all makes sense because hurt people.
Right.
Get it? You know?
Yeah.
But
still tough. At the end of the day, then you say, okay, do we see them as a victim? Or do we see these as people who, like I said, made this choice and are choosing to do things and just like I you know, I did another video and I was showing this girl that was talking with Nature Boy, and he was like, you know, saying how he loves her and stuff. And I'm like, this girl, she sees what happened. And if she goes over there, she's choosing to go over there.
Right.
She's making that choice because she's already.
In defense of you and this channel, which speaks truth, Lady Leo, so go to the damn police and stop playing with this shit. Hello, where you been? Hello. Second interview tomorrow.
Who are you doing that second interview with?
The first I told you, the first one I went in was they had to go up the chain of command because he was too young. So I was sat outside and the lady that helps me, Carb, was on the phone with me when the other director called me and said this is a case, and I played it a couple times. I can't do it no more, but you know,
Right.
so it got elevated, so it's serious.
Yeah.
I mean, if it goes, it's like going if you're going to an interview and you meet the manager, he can't make the determination, so he goes and gets his general manager if he likes you. I feel like that's exactly what happened. I went there, I pled my case. I said, if you don't do something, Black Lives Matter is coming at you. I was shopped and I'm gonna go everywhere, CNN, Washington, everywhere. Well, we got all. I'm gonna be honest. I said we got hundreds of thousands ready to rally. This is going to be protests like George Floyd. I made it sound how I had to make it sound to get it to go up that chain. And boom, it's up.
Sometimes
Because
you
it
have to
is.
make some noise, you know?
That's why I said, let me play my cards. Because when a white guy says that to them, they know they're fucking serious. Oh, sorry about my swearing. I'm sorry. Do you see, the thing is, right now, I'm ex-military. I cuss like a sailor. I was in the Navy. I do apologize. Like, I'm so sorry. You're not supposed to swear in your life.
I got some
I
soap.
know, but I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I get yelled at all the time by my mom. All right, please forgive me.
You're fine. I've had other people come up here. I mean that this is, you know, I don't mind. But
you understand? You gotta understand that's when I never said let me use my privilege. I said my cards, because I know a white dude going in there that has a background, who's an ordained pastor, even though I stepped away from preaching for now, since what happened with the church, I have a way for them to, they're gonna take it more serious than people just calling or just some person randomly, and then saying what I had to say. You know, I got the NAACP, and I mean everybody. I mean, which is a lot of people I've reached out to. And guys, let me tell you something. If this doesn't work, what do you mean on a different platform? Oh, I know about the swearing. I know. Oh, I know, because I lose it. I lose some. I know. I gotta listen. Please excuse me. It's because it's just everywhere you go, it's like the F word out here. All right. I forgot where it was. I'm just
in case
telling
you guys
you.
don't know, Ryan has a big mouth anyway. I was trying to explain to him the other day, a few days ago, how to go live on YouTube. And he, at the end of me trying to explain all that, then he says, I know. And I'm like, well, I didn't know that you knew. That's why I went through and explain all that, you know?
Yeah, no, I don't know how to work. It's stupid that I gotta wait to 1,000 subscribers to go on my phone. That's dumb.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting around for 4 years, or I will use my phone. What's the point of that? That's that's a loss.
Yeah.
Well, I mean the computer sucks.
That, and you have to make you can go live on your computer like I do.
I know. Yeah, I know. I probably will eventually do that, but I'm letting it build. I just gotta come up with more content. I don't know how to screen record. I don't know how to do nothing.
See, you gotta get StreamYard.
But if you ask me to go to the FBI, like, I'm knowledgeable with law, knowledgeable with life, religion, like any of that. I know all that stuff. But when it comes to computer technology, oh man.
I bet your daughter. I bet your.
Who do you think helps you with Instagram? My daughter. My daughter helped me install it 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
But ask her if she knows anything about StreamYard. And if she doesn't, I'll help you with it. If you not act like a Mr. I know it all, because then we're gonna have it out in the streets. If you know what I mean, you don't want to deal with me in the street. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you, Ryan. I'm slap happy.
I know you are.
I'm tired.
It's fine. Be happy. Be yourself. Listen.
I think Ryan's
I
the
come
kind of
to
guy, you don't want to mess with him, but if you get to know him, you can joke around with him.
yeah, but we have a lot of fun. You got to understand, right? Think about this. So I have been invited to YouTubers channels that are known big YouTubers. I don't care about that. I'd rather go to your channel that doesn't have thousands and thousands and be genuine, quality over quantity. Yeah,
Yeah.
I that's what I feel. That's why I come here. Like I could easily go on there and get clout. Everybody says I want clout. Get the hell out of here with your clout.
Yeah.
You don't make
You know
money
what I've
on
been through.
Instagram. And you don't make money by talking. You're wasting your breath when you talk. Like,
Yeah.
not waste. If basically it's free.
Yeah.
And you personally are an example. I talked about you in my live tonight on Bigo.
Did you?
I said go to Sasha for God on YouTube. Yes, I did. Didn't I, Lex? You were right there next to me, and I said her and her people. Yep, you are appreciated, Sasha. See, people, the 500 people were in there most. And
But
I'm
you know
gonna tell you
what?
something.
I have moderators now. So when people from other hater
Why don't you
channels,
go to Bigo? Why don't you come into the live on Bigo?
I
Because that's where all the women have some deep conversations. I can't do it on YouTube because
yeah,
I don't have the subscribers yet.
yeah, but can't you like somehow? Well, you need to learn how to screen record and then upload it onto YouTube,
No.
and then you could do that with StreamYard.
But you're my witness. Did you not say that you and your people offered me financial assistance? And what I say, no, I only want what?
Yep. They asked me. They said, "Do you need any donations or where can we donate to him?" I said, "As far as I know, he's not asking for donations." So
Nope. Prayer only. Prayer only. No donations here. This is something I'm doing. God called, God ordained. Many are called, few are chosen.
yeah,
And this is a spiritual battle.
yep.
Yes, I spoke about you tonight, and I told people about your YouTube, and I said, "All your people," and you offered money, and I responded. I said, "No, prayers," because I'm tired of people thinking that this is about money or clout or anything like that. The only reason I created the YouTube channel and Lex was in the room when I was doing that is women were encouraging me to do so. So I had that guy from Dream Production, not Dream, but he has a first name for the name. I don't want to say the full name of the company because I don't want to get in a harass, but whatever. It's called Something Dream Productions, not anything that has to do with Hollywood. He's out of Tennessee. And he created like the YouTube, and he was asking me to do it if I wanted a webpage. I was like, no, just a YouTube. He helped me through it.
Yeah. Well, I will.
I just sent him the pictures.
I would definitely. I'll download that app and then come on that.
Because I'm gonna go. People are expecting me. I'm going back in there because a lot of the ladies, what they do is I give the panel over to them because a lot of men in Bigo, they mute women, they shut them down, they don't let them speak. So I let the women have the panel. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, what's a good name for that anyway? I don't know, but
For your Bigo.
yeah, like a good title for that type of live. Because
Does
last night,
anyone here, if anybody can think of a good name for his Bigo, let him know.
no, for tonight, because it's for women.
What was like the big deal, Ryan, about you being on Bigo? I couldn't understand that.
I'm
That's
not
why.
a host, and in Lex, what I tell everybody, if you gift me, that's an insult. I'm not on there to be a host. I hate Bigo. I would never work for Bigo. Bigo is the biggest pimp in the industry. They're pimping females, but at the same time, that's where 500 people hear the message compared to maybe 20 or 30 on my YouTube.
Yeah, but my thing with that is, that Nature Freak is on Bigo. You need to stay where he's at and stay on his neck.
That's why I'm going back there in like 2 minutes.
Exactly.
I had to start up another live because,
Exactly.
But I thank you so much for inviting me up, and I'm so glad to see you better.
Well, I'm gonna call you tomorrow because I was telling
Yeah.
Jay I'm probably gonna call
Oh,
you
I'll let you. I'll
tomorrow.
let you know. I'll let you know right afterwards. I know I can trust you. I'm not
Oh,
worried
you
about
got
that.
your
You're the
appointment.
least of my
So
worries.
no, I'll wait.
You're the last one I'm worried about.
I'll wait for you to call me then.
All right, I'll let
Because,
you know.
and listen, tell everybody where they can find you at on Bigo.
In my name on Beagle is Ryan D, but and then the YouTube is real. I can't even say it. It's a tongue
Oh, I
twister.
already did a whole video on that, and I told you where
Good.
to go to your YouTube. But
All right.
it's what? Say it again though.
Real raw truth with Ryan D.
The real raw.
My daughter made that up, so I promised her I'd keep it.
Oh,
Swear to God, true story. That's what she named it, and she was so happy when because and
well,
keep her in your prayers.
I want to let everybody off of here then, so if and maybe you guys want to go over there and check out Ryan's Bigo.
Thank you again. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay, you guys. So if you guys want to go check out his Bigo, let's see, Ryan. Well, I think it's capital R and a capital D, but this is it. So yeah, if you guys want to go check him out on Bigo, I'll go ahead and end my live now if you guys want to go over there so I don't keep you guys. All right, I will let you guys go. Have a great night. I love you. Be safe, and I will talk to you later. Wait a minute. Here. There it is right there. Ryan D. All right. So you guys have a wonderful night. I love you. Talk to you later. Good night, Lexus. Good night, Lady Leo. He is off tonight. I thought he was going over there tonight. He's not going on live on Bigo. Lexus. Oh, Lady Leo, he's not on here anymore. He left. We did it all. Oh, yeah, but Lexus, he said that he was getting ready to go right back on there in 2 minutes. Didn't you hear? Or am I misunderstanding him? Or is he supposed to go back on Bigo? Hey, Lady Leo, I'm getting tongue tied.
Hello.
That's how I'm telling you, I'm tired. How
Hi,
are
Sasha.
you?
I'm good. Is
Good.
Ryan still available?
Lexa, Ryan, are you still in the chat? Let me text him for a minute. You want to talk to him?
Yeah, because that comment wasn't for him. I was responding to Velvet as she was talking. So
Okay.
when I said go to the police, that was for Velvet. That wasn't for him.
Exactly. Oh, I knew that.
So I don't know what he was saying. I've been around from the beginning of this whole nature boy for a long time.
Oh, I know you. I know.
You know, yeah, that comment was for Velvet. Like, that wasn't for him. I applaud him, and I want him to keep, doing what he's doing, and let's get it done. Let's get rid of Nature Boy and move on to the next cult.
Exactly, because there's
You know
plenty
what I
of
mean?
them. But
There's
the thing
plenty
about
of them, you know.
I'm scared about this one.
This is scary.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
very
scared.
scary. I mean, it really is. It's disturbing to me. It
Yeah,
really is. At
because
this
I
point in
just had
time,
that feeling it's going to end like Jim Jones.
yeah, I hope nothing disastrous happens.
Yeah,
But he clearly has these people so under a spell. They're all dark. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And there's no telling what's gonna happen here. But I don't know. It's just so mind-boggling to me because it really just seems like we're all in a dream, but they're not. Like, I feel like I'm in some kind of damn dream,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not. It's like this girl Velvet. I get it. Maybe she's a victim, but at some point in time, she seems like she's not a victim. So I don't know how to take her anymore.
Well, see, and that's where people get mad at me too, because like 1 minute also I feel bad, and then I'm like, God, these poor girls, you know. But then the next minute I get angry and I'm like, no, they're not victims. They're choosing to do this. And then they get mad at me and say that they call me names and stuff. And I'm like, I can't win for losing.
But I mean, because my thing is like, you know, she witnessed. I mean, she was a victim of being beat on,
Exactly.
beaten, battered.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know, and then we teach. I mean, we promote. We have all types of programs here. You know, for women that are being beaten and battered. You know, and once you break free of that, there is no looking to freak back at all.
Mhm. Right.
There's no looking back. You know, you've been in an abusive relationship with where your husband or whoever is dragging you around and probably beating you to your last breath, and you're able to come back by the grace of God, and he's doing it all over again. Like, and then so just imagine. I mean, I can't understand how she, you know, is telling this story, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, you've left your sister friends over there that's still going through it.
Yeah.
So at what point in time do you try to stop this?
Right.
Because you know better now, right? So when do
Exactly.
you save other lives?
I think
I'm telling you, I see a book, I see a mini series, I see a Netflix. I see something happening out of this.
mm-hmm.
And I believe her and her father, which I mean, looking in his eyes, I'm telling you, I don't know. The other night when we were talking about that, like looking in his eyes is like I just see darkness as well.
Mm-hmm. A void. Like
I don't
there's
see a
nothing there.
father figure. I don't see someone. I don't know. I don't know because I mean I know that if I was in this situation and I was blessed to still have my mother and father around, and they helped me
Mm-hmm.
get back home and safe. Though I mean they would not. I mean the last thing they would be want me to do is being back where you know I could possibly be vulnerable again to be in this person's arm's reach. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Oh yeah.
They would be supporting me to stay off of this stuff. And it's like he's right along with it.
Yeah. Yep.
And like now she's sitting here talking about Malia, and it's just like I just don't get her position. This is what sometimes I don't feel like she's the victim.
Yeah. Uh, Lexa says he's live over there now. And Lexa said that he got what you were saying. You see that?
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I don't see. Let's see, people are going to come at me, but I'm telling you, I don't see any of them as victims. Did you see how those girls were laughing at Malia and how
Right.
when he was laughing and saying, I rearranged, and how can Malia sit and listen to that? How they're laughing at her and he's talking about it, him putting her in the hospital and rearranging her organs and stuff. How can he
Exactly.
want to go back to that?
And you know what's crazy is because, like I say, and I truly, truly, truly mean this. I really, really think of what are these people like? Where do these people come from? What is their background? Where is the families that are like these families need to be getting together to
Mm-hmm.
go and save their children? So it makes you think like, what happened to the family? Because everything starts at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like, are they all messed up? Like, is that everybody messed up?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we have some loved ones that have stepped up, yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of people over there. Where is these people's families at?
Yeah. And a lot of these girls, they've like I've been saying,
Even the men.
they've been dabbling in stuff that they shouldn't be dabbling in.
Yeah, yeah,
And they
yeah,
admit to that. And even Aya, she was a prostitute.
yeah, yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's
And
these
some of the
women
men
that they
had
don't have
sexual
self-confidence.
problems.
Yeah.
Some of the men admitted to doing some sexual things to their family members.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm gonna tell you this: I'm a mother of 5.
Mhm.
Okay, I adopted 2 children along, so I had 7 children,
Mhm.
and things happen in families.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you, you learn to forgive and heal and
Right.
move on. So either they're blocking their families, their loved ones away, because I cannot see that you're a mother, that's your child,
Mhm.
and you're just turning a blind eye. I don't give a darn about you. You know what
Right.
I mean? I don't understand that I can't see.
Yeah.
I just can't see it. I just can't. I just really can't see it. I think these people have become accustomed to. I don't want to work. You know what I mean? I don't want
Mhm.
to live a normal life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These people have become lazy, and they're using this excuse of this Babylon crap because, like I said, everything has become, if within the last year, it's just a big sex. You know, that's the agenda they're pushing right now. I have heard nothing
Yeah.
about spiritual. I haven't heard, these teachings. I haven't heard this. Did
Mhm.
you hear him on yet? Did you hear him on yesterday about his penis? Every other word.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
was sickening.
Mhm.
It was
And
just
that's
sickening.
because that's when you have demons, they're they do that. They're lustful. You got anger demons, lustful demons, demons that will try torment you
Yeah.
and and like to and enjoy to torment you. And I don't know. We're dealing. It is very much spiritual, very much, but it's nothing good on their end at all. And that's where you have to kind of say, okay, where do we throw them in jail? Do we pray for them? What do we do?
Right.
I mean, they're lost souls. I think a lot of them has had a lot of bad things happen to them to where they don't care about themselves enough to
Right.
say, you
Right.
know what? I'm not going to dabble in this voodoo, or I'm not going to
Yeah.
throw my children away. And, you know, we've all been through some tough things in life. I'll tell you, I've been through it too. But,
Right.
and I'm telling you what, I never would throw one of my kids away and
Absolutely.
go and worship a man, you know? There's just no way.
That's right, Nikki. That's what I'm saying. They do not want to be productive in life. And he's saying he could take care of them. Well, yeah, I mean, you're stealing from the
Off
government
the
to do so.
notion. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Ryan did have a good point because what's going on right now with those PUA um that PUA unemployment and those SBA loans, people are
Mhm.
getting locked up. They're tracing it down. This is why um income tax is all screwed up because they are really, really pinpointing this fraud. And if you look at look up other things on YouTube, they are locking up rappers with money that have been with these PUA loans and unemployment.
SB,
So
oh yeah, unemployment and
yeah,
SBA.
if that's gonna be the trace to start with him, it's gonna be a good trace because the FBI is involved with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So yeah, but I'm sorry. I see that these people have become lazy. They don't want to be productive citizens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they're using this as, and like you said, like people say, "Where's your garden? Where's your this? Where's your that? Where is this stuff?"
Mm-hmm.
You're living the same way we live here. You just don't want to be here, and he don't want to be here because he has a past here, and he
Yeah.
can't live comfortable here. But I'm gonna jump down, Sasha, so I can help out in the chat.
Okay. Thank you for coming up. I love it when you guys
Absolutely.
come up. You guys
Absolutely,
give me
honey.
another perspective, and you guys,
Absolutely, honey. I'm right here with you.
all righty, thank you.
Yep.
I mean, I love it when you guys give me constructive criticism, or you guys come on here and help me out a little bit and give me your point of view, because sometimes I'm wrong. There's times when, and then when you hear it from somebody else's point of view, then you're like, okay, maybe that's true. And yeah, that could be another thing for, but would laziness be enough that they would endure abuse though? I mean, like, are they willing to suffer the abuse for being able just to do nothing? Maybe a lot of them just try to stay out of the way and stay out of his way. And I don't know. It's just a horrible thing. I think we're going to go ahead and watch a few more minutes of this video. But I'm like everybody else. I don't see her as a victim. And when I hear her talk, I just want to vomit. Now, when I know Malia, she has her own little demons, but I don't feel like that when the rest of them talk. But I'm getting to where when Zoka talks, she's getting on my nerves. Because I'm tired of feeling pity. I'm telling you.
You're not gonna hurt me, right? I said, no, I'm not gonna hurt you because I don't even want to be in no relationship with you. But then come to find out, she was plotting and scheming on me just to be with somebody that she shouldn't even be with.
Shouldn't even be with at all. That man is demonic.
Absolutely.
I see horns when I look at him. That is what I see. All his head.
And it's fucked up because she blamed me for her sickness. No, bitch. I'm sorry. If somebody on social media blaming you for their sickness, that's some hurtful shit. That's some hurtful shit because I was.
He blamed us, her sisters. He said we did that to her.
Oh no.
That's exactly what he said.
She never was sick until she went to carbonation. We got footage of it.
That's exactly.
We got before and pictures of her. You know what I'm saying?
Me and him had that.
Okay, is this Malia's sister? Does someone in the chat know? If you guys can tell me, is that Malia's sister? The very last one. Because that must be one of her sisters, because she's saying that Nature Boy is saying that it was their fault or something. I don't know. But does anybody know? I mean, I certainly would. If somebody did that to my sister, whether they're both in the wrong or not, I might forgive you, but I'm not going to have a conversation and listen to you tell me what you did to my sister or what this freak of nature did to my sister. That's not going to happen.
Him had an argument behind that. You're not gonna tell me I did that to my sister. She didn't come to you like that.
Yeah, that must be Malia's sister.
She was a very beautiful young woman, and she was healthy.
But why is she talking to her? Why is she talking to her? That's what I don't get.
Oh, what she looked like. Yeah. She cut all the fucking hair off before she came. She cut all the hair off. And before she came, she started converting to his ways. So she was losing weight. And y'all family, I seen the structure of y'all family. Most of y'all are slim. Like y'all body frames are.
Yeah, we are, because our mother was.
She was losing weight. By the time she left, goddamn, you could see all her goddamn butt bone.
Yes.
And I'm not even gonna flex. I was 98. I was 98 pounds when I left Nature Boy for the first time. My natural weight is like 125. You know what I'm saying? I'm like at 130 right now. I'm like at a good 130 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was 98 pounds. That is not healthy in no way, shape, or form. And he talking about he creating a healthy environment. You ain't creating no healthy environment. You creating a stressful environment. All of those people over there got bags around their eyes. Their eyes are sinking in. They skinny as fuck. They not eating for real, because when you in an environment like that, you don't want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
None of them really be eating like that. They only cook for his fat ass.
And Velvet, they did for you too. They did for her too.
Clearly, she came home and was starving. All you could see, all her ribs, just everything. Just when I saw her for the first time, I just cried because I could not believe it.
Yeah, it's a sad thing, and I don't understand. I honestly, personally, don't understand what she's going through personally. Can you watch her for me so I can finish this? I honestly and personally don't understand. Like what? I appreciate that Carson's mom. Like what's going on with her mentally that would make her want to go back? You know what I'm saying?
It's really.
And Nikki says, I do see Velvet as a victim. Nature Boy beat the hell out of her and humiliated her regularly, and she made many attempts to leave before she was strong enough to stay away. I think what we need to do is have like a just a whole live where we have people come up and say how they feel about whether they believe that these girls are victims, or give their thoughts on what they think. Because I think one day you might feel that way, Nikki, but then the next day she might say something, or you might hear something like, oh God, she did that to Malia, or and then you're kind of looking at her sideways, and I'm the same way. So I think I get confused. I don't know how to feel one day from the next. I think it would do us all some good to just do a video and have people come up on the panel and say, well, I think this or I think that. And, we can all discuss it.
Really mental. It's really mental. It's the talking, constant communication with him.
Yeah, because that's what he does. Like he just keep talking to you days on end until you just be like, yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Like we need to do this. Like yeah, but I don't know. When I seen her on the live the other day, some clip. That's why you shouldn't be playing with that. You shouldn't be playing with that. Get up. We got 2 crying babies right now. So,
Nikki thinks that she suffers from battered women syndrome. I think what they all need to do, they all need to stay offline and not talk to the victims' families, not talk to the other people's families, not talk to the other members of carbonation. They need to avoid each other. Once you get out of there, you need to avoid, it's like being a drug addict. And then you go to prison. When you get out of prison, if you don't want to go back to prison, you want to stay as far, even if the other people, even if the person that you were doing the drugs with before you went to prison cleaned up and got sober and changed their whole life around, you still want to avoid that person. Because to protect yourself, you have got to push yourself away from that and then get your mind and everything clear. And by her coming online here all the time and talking to the other girls and stuff, I think it's doing her more harm. But that's just my opinion.
seen her on the live the other day. I seen her on the live the other day with Nature Boy, and it just looks so fake and phony. Like,
Yeah.
energy, it was just so fake. Like, I'm trying to understand what part of the reality is it. Like I don't. It looked like a fucking like possession. Like, that's what it looks like. Like,
It does.
like, it's not even her. Like, it's just not her. Like, it's just not.
You right, because she looks like she just in a daze to me. Like she just not herself. When she talks, it's just weird.
Yeah,
And she looks completely like she's under his spell, like under a spell. That's what it looked like.
yeah. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why the women who were there haven't been questioning the things that I went through. Like, cause they watched me go through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why they're not starting to ask certain questions in their mind. Like, you know, because they was there the whole time. Like, Aya, she been there goddamn 2 years now. I've been with him for 3.
But see, that's the same thing though, Velvet. Those girls went through a lot too because of you and what you did to them too. The way you beat on them, because you beat on them just like Nature Boy did.
Be back in box 1.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. I was gonna tell you to drop off something.
I'm gonna drop off and come right back.
All right. I want to talk to Hazel. Hold on. Let me hold on. Tracy, I'm gonna put you in number 1. D-Fab, I'm gonna let you sit on the panel, but I want to talk.
Okay.
Hazel right quick. I want to hear.
Okay.
Go ahead, Hazel. I'm listening. You got your cell phone on mute. I don't have you on mute. There you go. How you doing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah,
lady.
he's trying to gaslight me, but it's working. That shit is disgusting.
Have to do is just go in here. Why is she not taking? You take beautiful care of your daughter. Let me tell you, when you was in there, this girl had her daughter on her 24/7, and that's why he kept trying to take her daughter and let everybody else try to raise her, to try to take that connection from you. That's what he was trying to do, because she fought with her daughter, and I'm gonna tell you this: I would have fought with my daughter in my arms too.
Heck yeah, I'm not about to
Yeah.
with me. I don't give a fuck if it's, I'm calling her for her onesie. She is from,
Yeah.
she is
Yeah.
from, period.
Yes. Yes.
I thinking about Eliana and how I was gonna take her out. I had to move so strategic to the point where I had to do stuff that literally went against my soul, literally, just to get her out, like just to make sure that I can get her out.
Now another thing. Now listen to.
Nikki says, I don't view her comments as judgment. I view them as her acknowledging that some of them know better and were firsthand witnesses to her abuse. And what we're saying, Nikki, is that a lot of those women were firsthand witnesses to Velvet abusing them. Velvet has admitted to putting her hands on those other girls plenty of times over jealousy. The only reason why she's not there right now is because he won't let those other girls go. Now, if he would agree to give up those other girls, she would be right back there in a heartbeat.
To this, see how she just said that? This young lady is a young lady. He had her as a child. And look how strong she is. That's why I'm so proud, because as young lady, I would have went back. I would have for my baby's father. That's my kid's father. See, people, let me tell you, I'm full. My daughter is your age, as my grandson. And let me tell you, and she went through some stuff with her kid's father, with her son's father, and she, tried to take her life. So I when you're so strong, and I tell my daughter that it's easy for people to like ask you, oh, why you keep coming on here? He started it. You would have never came on here if he didn't come on here putting all your stuff out there.
Come on, like you can't just start it about me and think that I'm not gonna stand up for myself. On top of that, you not supporting the child you gave life to. Nah, nigga, you got me fucked up. Nah, we about to get it popping right here on Beagle. And we gonna keep it popping right here on Beagle until justice brought to this situation. Fuck him.
I love to see you knowledge and sit over there sipping on that drink, doing those girls still wrong. You know what I mean? He let me tell you, he loves that. He hates the love. He hates you, girl, but he loves you. He messed up so bad, and now that you got you, I'd be like, yes, girl, do it.
I honestly feel like he don't love me. I honestly don't feel like that, because if that man loved me, we would still be together right now, and we would be raising our daughter.
Yeah, but just because someone loved you don't mean they love you. You get what I mean? Now, if everything would go with his way, everybody over there would be out the picture, and he'd have a whole bunch of new lineups. That's the only difference. You get it? It's his way. He's the demon in all this. So I'm telling you, you stay strong, because the first step was you getting this panel together and you getting all of them to talk. So what? They get to talk trash, acting like they doing art. Please, they be doing art. I've never seen people do art and be having to look at the camera so scared. Art is a thing.
That's true. They don't have okay, so even when they're painting, they're not painting their heart. What comes from their heart, what comes from their mind, they're painting some shit that he wants them to paint subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? Like through his, he says that if y'all not painting shit that's according to my knowledge, then y'all shouldn't be painting. If y'all not doing this and creatively expressing yourself within the jurisdiction of the laws that I gave you, within the knowledge and the boundaries of the knowledge that I gave you, then you shouldn't be practicing it. He took books away, any kind of occult information other than the shit that he talks about. He took it away from us. He takes books away. He takes everything away. He takes music away. He would tell us, if you're not listening to my music, you ain't shit. He's controlling the entire environment around him. He has literally only created music just for them to listen to, just to program them, because he knows that music is a tool to reprogram somebody, especially subconsciously. So he done got him a whole little world going on over there. Now, you know what I do? I used to play the music I like on purpose. You know what he used to do? He used to be like, oh, you like that song? Why you like that song? I'm like, you don't like this song? It's a good ass song. And he feeling sometimes, like, I don't care though.
He don't like that, and that goes against what he thinks is real meaning. And it's weird because I'm gonna tell you, back in the days, it was like his knowledge was very good. I don't go to the page no more. I don't go to his page no more. I don't. There's nothing to see. And then
Okay, Nikki says, let's see, I'm sorry. She saw herself as fighting for her husband. In your eyes, it's dysfunctional. However, it's normal for some couples. No, if Nature Boy and Velvet were in their own, high-ranking demonic positions, and all of them were down there in the little tents where, he has all the men and all the lower ranking demons, then she would be still beating those women. Even if he got rid of all the women, put them down in the tent with the men, and they were up in the house living with just them and the baby, she would still be mistreating them because she thinks she's a goddess in her mind, and she does have a high-ranking demon, and her job is to keep the lower-ranking demons in line. So she will abuse them, whether they're sleeping together or not. And keep in mind, she was right there with them when they were allegedly. She was holding some women down when he was doing the R to them too. She was involved in a lot of things he was doing allegedly. Okay.
half the time, it's like now drinking, arguing. Come on, the eating is not even.
It's not nutritious. Everybody over there is malnutritious.
Look at Evie's skinny now. I said, pause it.
Who?
The Efferu one. She got very skinny now.
Rose says, a grown man child taking advantage of kids half his age, he groomed them to see each other as enemies. But what I'm saying is that the other women would never put hands on Velvet. Never. They knew better. Not unless they were given permission to do that by Nature Boy. So no matter how they felt about Velvet, they would never say it to her face. Because to them, that's their God. She's their God. So they will never disrespect her. So it wasn't a two-way or a one. It wasn't both ways where they were pit against each other, and the only time they were pit against each other is when Nature Boy said that it was okay. Just like when they were fighting at the beach. Nature Boy, that never would have happened if Nature Boy didn't give the okay for that to happen. Malia would never be able to put hands on her. And then even after he gave them permission, he still punished Malia for touching her. He locked her in a closet, made her kiss her feet. So
y'all in your, a two-piece, and she is very thin. She's like Aya.
Wow.
Like Aya now, she's so thin, and the way he's dogging her out, I can see her going because he dogs her out, and Aya's gonna be there forever. That's why when you said her name, I was going like this. Aya's like him, the female version of him. They think it's you. No, he ain't no.
And she is the female version of him too, but she will never ever take goddess position. She will, because she doesn't have that higher ranking demon in her. She will be his right hand man and be the snitch, but she will never hold a goddess position ever.
No, he ain't no goddess. He's a demon. You're a goddess. Your knowledge. Let me talk. No, all he does is sit over there and talk trash, and I'd be like, wow, bad, cause you're talking knowledge. He knows this time is serious. I was like, she got her boxing gloves on.
I can't wait until there's a time where, see, right now, this is the beginning stages of me healing in my journey for y'all to see who I actually am with the knowledge that I have. See, the knowledge that I have is not some shit that somebody put into my mind. This shit is in my blood. It's in my DNA.
Yeah.
Do you understand how deep it is for
I get
me?
what you guys are saying, Rose and Nikki. I understand.
I'm at a point in my life right now where I have to talk about all of this shit before I start really teaching what I know. You know what I'm saying? Not even teaching, but sharing what I know. Because
Right.
I don't have to teach nobody nothing. I can only share my experience and be the walking example of what I feel like I need to do with myself and apply it to my life, and then be the living testimony of the knowledge that I apply to my life. See what I'm saying? Like, people be trying to make themselves teachers. I don't want to be no teacher or nobody. I just want to be
You
example.
could be right, living in my truth.
And what I apply to my life.
People want to hear it, they'll hear it. Like, I would listen. I'm telling you, I've been missing this type of talk and not that all that rah-rah.
I'm manifesting things for myself. See, this is the type of person I am. And this is why I had stopped going live in carbonation. When I speak, when I share what I feel, I need to be living it. I need to be applying it to my life in some sort of fashion, some type of way. So before I'm talking about it, I got to be living it for, you know what I'm saying? I got to be living it.
Right.
I'm not necessarily living certain things right now, so I'm not going to speak on it. I'm not. Now, until I'm in a position where I'm actually applying that shit to my life and something is coming from it, then I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to take my time to talk about it. You know, because I'm not a person that's on social media trying to get clout for some knowledge that somebody got. No, my nigga. I've always been just a normal spiritual girl who wants to be in tune with nature. Because I know if you're in tune with nature, it connects you to the source. You know what I'm saying? When we or God, you know what I'm saying? Some of us call it God, some of us call it Jehovah, some of us call it Yahweh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I personally believe. And I've seen miraculous things happen from my life as a teenager because I've, was one with this way of thinking. You know? And it just is what it is. But I'm letting everything unfold. I'm taking step by step, moment by moment to let everything unfold.
I feel you on that. Know why?
Have a good night,
You have to
Nikki.
get this
Thank you for coming.
dealt with. So when you do get in that spiritual speaking, nothing will phase you. That's why I said all these people that tell you, oh, don't come. No, I like it. Keep coming for him. He comes for you, so keep coming for him. But you had him for like a whole week not saying something. I was like, he was.
Oh, he gonna be real. See, y'all, this time's fair. In about a good month from now, he ain't gonna be able to take it. He ain't gonna be able to take it. A month from now, mark my words. Mark my words. A month from now, he ain't gonna be able to take it. He ain't gonna be able to take the heat. He ain't gonna be able to know how. What you talking about, royalty? What you saying, royalty?
She said, Velvet, get somebody in the comments.
I'm trying to get other people in the queue, y'all.
Wait, hold on, Velvet. There's somebody in the comments saying that they were with you when you were in Jim, what state was that? What country was Costa Rica?
Well, tell him come in the queue. Tell him come in the queue. I'm gonna put him in box 4.
Let me see if they're in the queue.
I appreciate you.
I wanted to come up because when you was talking about like spirituality, like being a spiritual person, a part of being spiritual is to be free. And in carbonation, by him having all of those rules and all of these ways you got to live and all of this little petty stuff, stuff that is really a part of you and that you really should control for yourself, that he took control of. How is that like a part of freedom? Spirituality is freedom. You're supposed to be freeing yourself, and he put people in a cage and kind of like a prison. In their own life.
A mental prison. Thanks. That's not
okay.
Well, Velvet, there's a lot of girls that got put in a closet. And I wonder if she ever got locked up in a closet.
Velvet, it's Aya Wisdom.
Let me see. So, Hazel?
Yeah, I just want to say the buys, and I want to say everybody that's on the panel that supports thank you guys because let me tell you, she needs that because you guys supported.
Yo, what's up, girl?
I know you.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Number 2, go ahead, Hazel.
Okay, I don't know how to hang up.
I'm gonna hang it up, baby. I appreciate you. I'll follow.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So thank
Absolutely. All right.
I think so,
before I get
Jacqueline.
with you, how you pronounce your name?
Aya.
Aya.
You can do Aya first.
All right, for sure. How
What's
are
up?
you? Oh my gosh. He actually came to visit for like 3 days.
It was like 7 days. I don't know, it wasn't even that long. Some shit. It was mad short. But I cut mad quick for sure. But I just wanted to say, like, I remember I was watching world news and stuff, and they're like, oh, Velvet's an agent. She's an agent. And I was just like, yo, I remember when I was there, and Velvet was literally the only one that was like, let's garden, let's fucking. She was more about the info, about the knowledge, or about the vibe than Nature Boy was. Like, fact. I remember Velvet. I was like, she was just on top of shit and not on some like dictator shit. She was just like about the knowledge. Like, she was like, they was on some hard shit, and you're just loved, dude. And I'm just like, I was fucked up at all the stuff that you've gone through. Like, he may have created a beast, yo, like, on some shit. Like,
Y'all have no.
he dead ass created his arch nemesis, like, on some shit, like, for real. So like, because when I was with you, you were very like about the knowledge, but you were still very quiet. Like, you were just like,
I was always humble.
exactly. So the fact that he pulled the beast out of you, like the dragon, like the fact that he got you to that point, I was like, yo, he made his own detriment, that's how nature works, like, period.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be the. I do believe I'm gonna be the reason why all of his non-truths are gonna come to the surface, because he doesn't realize the shit that he's talking is the shit that I actually want to do in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the person that feel like that. There's a lot of people that are living this lifestyle, and when he sees me start to apply this shit to my life, and it actually happens, he is not gonna be able to deal with it. He's not, because I'm gonna have had built the foundation towards my goal and towards the knowledge that he's trying to teach humanity, and he hasn't done nothing at all within the past 5 to 6 years. Nothing. Have not put no foundation work down at all.
I remember when I first showed up, this was I don't even know how long, like 3-4 years ago. But when I first showed up, he's like, this is my land, this is where we're gonna build. I said, cool. And then I remember the land maintenance people showed up, and they were talking to him like they owned the land. And I was like, wait, like, I didn't care, like, just be honest. But from the beginning, he just, like, I don't know why he builds it on lies. And for me personally, like, I don't know what it is about him, but I think he's, like, by some in the Illuminati or something, because that nigga is just collecting souls. Like, it's his job.
Do you hear what she said? He's with the Illuminati, like, so that's what I'm saying too. I don't know how deep he's into anything, but I do believe he's being protected to a certain extent. So, Rose Star has been spotted online. She was online doing some kind of a chant, I guess, chanting. And then also people saw her. I think she put herself online or something when she was asking people for money outside the hotel so she could get a hotel room or something for the night. So yeah, she's been spotted. She's fine, but she's back home now. I think they said she took a flight to Atlanta. But yeah, she's fine. Okay, Jacqueline says, I was taught no candles, no idol worship. I studied different cults and interviewed a cult leader. He was so charming at first with the women. If they didn't do what he said, he killed them. Yeah. Just crazy. All right. Yeah, and this isn't the only cult out there, but this is the only cult out there right now that I've seen that is to an extent so evil that you can actually see a demon in them. All right. Well, I'm going to end the live here. There's not much left of this video anyway. Oh, wow. What, Rose? Did you want to watch the rest of it? Rose, did you want to, were you wanting to watch the rest of this, or? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can put the link in there. There's not much left of this. Well, there might be, but I mean, all it is those girls are just praising Velvet like she's used to hearing. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful night. God bless you. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and have a wonderful night.